What if I told you the way you dress might be aging you, without you even knowing it? Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you just disappeared into the background? Like your outfit was supposed to be comfortable, but instead it made you feel invisible? You're not alone. So many women over 60 start dressing for convenience or safety, not realizing they're fading themselves out. But that ends today, because this video is about showing up again, boldly, beautifully. Let's talk about how your clothes can reflect the vibrant, powerful woman you still are. Welcome, my friend. If you're a woman over 60, you already know that life doesn't stop being beautiful, it just evolves. This isn't about chasing youth or dressing like you're 25. It's about stepping into your presence right now, with wisdom, confidence, and style that reflects who you are. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 everyday outfits that might be making you look older, and most importantly, how to fix them without losing comfort. Because dressing well isn't vanity, it's a form of self-respect. Let's be honest. As we age, many of us slowly start disappearing from our own lives, starting with our closets. We pick what's easy, not what empowers us. Oversized shirts, faded pants, the same 3 safe outfits that keep us hidden. And before long, we stop being seen, not just by others, but by ourselves. But what if I told you that what you wear doesn't just cover your body, it sends a message to the world and to your own reflection? There's a concept called enclothed cognition. It means how you dress actually affects how you think, feel, and act. When you dress with intention, even casually, you walk taller, speak clearly, and feel more like you. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about choosing to show up on purpose. Because you've lived too much life to fade into the background now. Let's talk about comfort. Real everyday comfort. For so many women over 60, that becomes the #1 priority when getting dressed. And honestly, it makes sense. After years of work clothes, shapewear, uncomfortable bras, and trying to meet everyone else's expectations, comfort starts to feel like freedom. But here's what I want to gently say. Comfort should not mean giving up on style. It should not mean disappearing into oversized, shapeless clothes that hide your body and your presence. I see it all the time. Women are throwing on those big sweatshirts, those baggy pants with elastic waistbands, or those matching lounge sets that look like hospital scrubs. They're easy. They don't pinch or pull. But what they also do is erase your shape. And when you erase your shape, you start to erase a little of your identity too. Joan, a retired school principal I worked with, shared this story with me. She had been wearing the same 3 baggy outfits on rotation. "They're comfortable and I don't care anymore," she said. But then her granddaughter came to visit and said, "Grandma, you used to look so fancy. What happened?" That stung. Not because it was mean, but because Joan realized she had stopped showing up for herself. So we went shopping. Not for trendy clothes, but for pieces that made her feel good and still respected her body. We found a soft knit wrap top that hit right at her waist, and a pair of pull-on pants with a flat front and gentle stretch. She looked in the mirror and smiled. That's more like me. You don't need to wear tight clothes to look good. You need to find pieces that skim your shape instead of swallowing it. Think tunic tops with side slits that show the curve of your hip. Think A-line dresses in stretchy, breathable fabrics that move with you. Cardigans with belts, blouses with gentle structure around the shoulders. These things don't restrict you. They define you. Here's a test I give a lot of women. Stand in front of a mirror and grab the fabric on each side of your body. If you can grab 2 big handfuls of extra material, your outfit might be wearing you instead of the other way around. Now, I know body changes can be hard to adjust to. Maybe you've gained weight. Maybe your waist isn't where it used to be. That's okay. That's normal. Your clothes should meet you where you are, not make you feel less. Comfort doesn't have to look careless. You deserve to feel relaxed, yes, but also polished, put together, and seen. You don't have to choose between the two. Start with one piece. Just one. Maybe it's a blouse with a shape. Maybe it's a pair of pants that hug your waist gently and taper at the ankle. Try it on. Wear it out. See how people look at you differently and how you carry yourself differently too. Because at the end of the day, comfort is not just about softness on your skin. It's also about feeling like yourself again. Let's talk about florals. Because if you're anything like most women I've worked with, You probably have at least a handful of floral tops or dresses in your closet right now. And why not? They're familiar. They feel sweet, feminine, maybe even comforting. But here's where things get tricky. Some florals, especially certain styles we've been wearing for decades, can actually age us without us realizing it. They tell the world a different story from the one we want to tell. Let me explain. Florals aren't bad, but the wrong kind of floral can make you look stuck in another era. I'm talking about tiny, busy prints that look like grandma's curtains. Loud hibiscus patterns from vacation shirts in the 80s. Faded polyester florals that remind people of hospital gowns. You get the idea. These prints don't just look outdated. They often do nothing for your natural beauty. They can clash with your skin tone, overwhelm your frame, or distract from your features. I remember working with a woman named Carol. She was vibrant, had the best stories, and always lit up the room with her energy. But she wore the same navy blouse with tiny pink flowers every time I saw her. One day, I gently asked, "Carol, how do you feel when you wear this?" She paused and said, "It's comfortable. I've had it since my youngest was in high school." That blouse was over 20 years old. And while the memories were sweet, the style was working against her. So we tried something new. We looked for florals that felt modern but still true to her. Soft watercolor florals in light tones. Large botanical prints with space to breathe. A light blue blouse with navy flowers that gave her skin the most beautiful glow. Her granddaughter saw her in it and said, "Grandma, you look so pretty." That's the power of the right print. Here's a good question to ask when you're shopping or cleaning out your closet. Would a stylish 45-year-old wear this? If the answer is no, then it might be time for a refresh. Modern florals aren't afraid of simplicity. They give your look a touch of nature without taking over. They should complement your presence, not compete with it. Also, pay attention to the fabric. A beautiful floral print on stiff, shiny polyester can still fall flat. Look for cotton blends, soft knits, and fabrics that move with your body. Because how something feels is just as important as how it looks. And don't be afraid to let go of something old if it no longer brings you joy or confidence. Keep the memories, of course. But let your clothes grow with you. You've changed. You've evolved. Your wardrobe should reflect that. Try on a fresh floral this week. Something with color, with breath, with space. Wear it somewhere simple, even just to meet a friend for coffee. Notice how you feel. Notice how people respond. Sometimes the smallest changes, like swapping one floral for another, can make the biggest difference. Let's talk about color, or more specifically, the absence of it. If you've ever stood in front of your closet and noticed a sea of beige, gray, taupe, and soft pastels, you're not alone. These colors feel safe. They're easy to match. They feel mature. And for many women over 60, they seem like the right thing to wear. But here's the problem. When your wardrobe is all neutrals, especially shades that closely match your skin tone, it can actually make you look tired, washed out, and less alive than you feel. You might feel healthy and full of energy inside, but your clothes aren't reflecting that back to the world. I met a woman named Denise at one of my workshops. She had the loveliest smile and warm energy, but she wore all gray from head to toe: gray pants, gray sweater, gray shoes. When she walked into the room, she blended right into the walls. Her personality deserved better. So we added one thing, a coral scarf. Just that. She looked in the mirror and her face lit up. Her eyes looked brighter. Her skin had more life. She laughed and said, "I didn't realize how dull I looked until I saw the difference." That's the power of color. Now, I'm not saying you need to dress like a rainbow. You don't have to throw away your neutral favorites. But you can add color intentionally, especially near your face, to bring out the vibrancy that's already in you. Jewel tones like emerald, sapphire, and ruby work beautifully on mature skin. Warm tones like coral, mustard, and deep pink can create a natural glow. Even a rich navy or burgundy can do wonders, especially when paired with the right lipstick or earrings. Start small. A colorful blouse under your favorite cardigan. A bold necklace with your neutral dress. Even a pair of statement earrings or a patterned scarf can add just enough energy to your look. And here's something to try at home. Go to a window with good natural light and hold different colors near your face. Pay attention to how your skin looks. Some shades will make you look brighter and more awake. Others might make you look dull or tired. Trust your eyes. They know. This isn't about looking younger. It's about looking alive, engaged, present. Your face is still telling a story. Your clothes should help that story shine. You've earned the right to be seen, not to blend in. So the next time you reach for that head-to-toe beige outfit, pause. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel today? How do I want others to experience me? Then choose a color that helps you show up in the way you truly deserve. Because you're not invisible. And your wardrobe shouldn't act like you are. Let's get real about jeans and pants. Because I know for a fact that this is where a lot of us get stuck. You've probably got a few pairs of jeans in your closet that you've had for years, maybe even decades. They feel broken in. They feel safe. And honestly, shopping for new pants can be frustrating. Sizing is inconsistent, dressing rooms are unkind, and who wants to try on 20 pairs just to find one that kind of fits? But here's the truth. Those old jeans might be doing you more harm than good. I met a woman named Ruth who wore the same light-wash tapered jeans every week to our community art class. She was creative, full of spark, but her jeans were creating a silhouette that made her look shorter and heavier than she was. They bunched around her ankles, and the high elastic waist created a shelf effect that didn't flatter her figure. So we went shopping together. Not for trendy jeans. For jeans that actually fit her now. We tried on straight leg styles with a little stretch. Mid-rise waists that hit at her natural curve. We even found a dark wash pair that made her legs look a mile long. When she walked out of the dressing room, she actually said, "Wow, I didn't know jeans could feel this good." That's what I want for you. You don't need to follow trends. You just need pants that match your life now. Your shape now. Your movement now. Outdated denim styles like acid wash, overly baggy boyfriend jeans, or high-rise jeans that gap in the back. They all add bulk where you don't want it. Ill-fitting pants can make even the nicest top look sloppy. Instead, look for denim with structure and give. Something that moves with you but still flatters your natural lines. A few quick tips. The waistband should sit flat without digging in or gaping. The crotch should rest comfortably without pulling. And the length? It should graze your ankle, not swallow your shoes. If pants are too long, get them hemmed. A simple tailoring job can take a SOSO outfit to polish in a snap. Also, don't overlook ankle length or cropped styles. They can show off a cute shoe and add some personality without overwhelming your frame. And let's talk about color. Darker washes are your best friend. They slim the leg and instantly elevate the outfit. Pair them with a tucked blouse, a cardigan with shape, or even a belt to define your waist again. You deserve to feel pulled together, not frumpy. Comfortable, not hidden. So maybe today's the day you take a hard look at that stack of maybe someday jeans. Try on a few. Be honest with yourself. Keep what truly flatters you and donate the rest. Because the right pair of pants doesn't just change your outfit. It changes how you carry yourself. And that kind of confidence, you can't put a price on it. Let's have a heart-to-heart about shoes. Yes, shoes. Because believe it or not, your footwear says a lot about how you move through the world, and how the world sees you. Now look, I get it. Comfort matters. You've earned the right to never wear anything that pinches, rubs, or makes you regret leaving the house. If you've got arthritis, plantar fasciitis, or just tired feet from decades of hard work and caregiving, then you know support isn't optional, it's essential. But here's the truth. Just because you need supportive shoes doesn't mean you have to wear ones that look like they came from a hospital supply catalog. You don't have to settle for bulky soles, dull colors, or shapes that make your legs look shorter, and your outfits look dated. I met a woman named Joyce who wore the same orthopedic sneakers everywhere. Church, lunch with friends, even weddings. They were comfortable, no doubt, but they gave off the wrong impression. Her posture looked slouched, her legs looked heavier, and her vibrant personality got lost under those heavy shoes. So we went shopping, not at some fancy boutique, but at a store that carried comfort brands with style. She tried on a pair of navy leather loafers with a soft sole and a small block heel.
Instant transformation.
She stood straighter. Her jeans looked sharper. Her whole vibe changed. That's the power of a good shoe. Today's comfort footwear is light years ahead of what it used to be. Brands like Clark's, Naturalizer, Vionic, and Echo are designing shoes specifically for mature feet, with arch support, cushioning, and style. You can find slip-ons that hug your foot without squeezing, lace-ups with shock-absorbing soles, and even chic booties that support your ankle. Look for soft, breathable materials like leather or suede. Go for stable heels about 1 to 2 inches for balance and elegance. And don't shy away from color. A deep burgundy, rich navy, or even a warm camel can add life to your outfit without going over the top. One of my favorite tricks? Match your shoe to your hair color. If you have silver hair, try metallic gray or pewter shoes. If your hair is warm-toned, consider taupe or tan. It creates visual harmony and elongates the leg line subtly. Shoes can anchor an outfit or completely throw it off. So be intentional. Toss anything that makes you shuffle instead of stride. Donate the shoes that make you feel frumpy. And if you're still wearing those extra-wide Velcro sandals from a decade ago, it might be time to upgrade. Because the way you walk into a room should reflect the strength, wisdom, and vitality inside you, not just your prescription inserts. You deserve shoes that carry you with dignity, with grace, with presence. So next time you step out, ask yourself, are my shoes holding me back or helping me step forward? Choose the ones that remind you who you are. Because every step you take should say, I'm still here, and I'm still fabulous. So here's the real turning point. This isn't about rules or fashion do's and don'ts. It's about how you see yourself when you pass a mirror. It's about choosing clothes that reflect who you are now, not who you used to be or who society says you should be. I once worked with a woman named Carol. She was 72 and had always dressed safe. One day, she put on a bold scarf, a color she never dared wear before, and you should have seen the way her whole energy shifted. She smiled bigger. She walked taller. That's what happens when your outside starts to match the fire inside. This moment right here is your chance to decide if you want to keep blending in or start showing up with confidence and pride. Because style isn't about pretending to be young. It's about owning where you are and knowing that every line, every curve, tells a story worth showing. Let's take a moment and just breathe this in. You don't need to throw out your entire closet or become someone else overnight. Sometimes it starts with one small shift. Maybe it's trying on a color you usually avoid. Maybe it's swapping out shoes that drag you down for ones that lift you. The point is, you are allowed to evolve. You're allowed to dress in a way that feels true to who you are now. Aging isn't about shrinking. It's about stepping more fully into your story. You've earned the right to stand tall, feel beautiful, and express your spirit boldly and unapologetically. Because style isn't about chasing youth. It's about showing up with grace and intention. If this video gave you something to think about, or made you see your wardrobe a little differently, share it with a friend who deserves to feel just as confident. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We're building a community of women who are rewriting the rules of aging with style and strength. Join us every week as we explore more ways to live boldly, dress beautifully, and show the world what elegance over 60 really looks like.